Welcome to Built with Bare Hands. Today we follow the hero's journey, tools as allies, rough lumber as the foe. You'll see the rip saw open the grain, the jack plane level the battlefield, and the chisel close the deal with a tight, clean joint. By the end, you'll know the exact kit to build a pro-level piece without a single machine. First, we reveal the plane that replaces sandpaper, then the saw that chooses direction for the grain. Keep up the pace, turn it slowly. The payoff is a dead flat, hand-finished surface. No electricity, no shortcuts, just teeth and grain. One saw opens the fibers like a zipper, the other shears them clean. You at the far end lift the board. Good. Lay it on the trusses. Steady. We snap a string strike down the length. Chalk, pull, snap. That blue line decides our path. The choice now is speed against finish, effort against control. The board wants to wander, the grain reverses halfway. You can feel it with a thumb. A rip saw will bite and run with the fibers, ask it to cross and it will tear. A crosscut will slide across and leave a neat edge. Aim it with the grain and it stalls tooth by tooth. Look close at the teeth. Rip teeth are tiny chisels. They lift fibers along the grain and shovel them out. Crosscut teeth are knives set in a V. They sever fibers before they lift, so the edge holds. Now we cut 5 to 7 points to the inch on the rip. Long stance. Body in line with the mark. Up, down. Keep the heel down. Let the toe start the curve. Good. Full strokes. No sawing in the wrist. The plate stays straight because your shoulders stay square. Tooth angles matter. Rake sets how hard the tooth engages. Fleam, that skew on the edge, changes how the tooth slices and tracks. Wider set opens the curve and keeps the plate from binding, but it also invites drift if it's uneven. Check the waste side, listen to the sound. Sharp teeth sing, a dull rake scrapes, case in hand. We resaw a 1x into 2 draw sides with a rip frame saw. Long frame, taut blade, steady pull. Heave ho, you follow the string strike and feed slow. Then another task, trim a shoulder that must be dead true. Out comes a fine crosscut back saw, short plate, stiff spine, light touch to the knife wall. One pass, then a second to depth. Edge it to correct drift. If the kerf leans, angle your stroke a hair to bring it back. Light pressure on the push. Guide hand on the plate. Let the teeth do the work. Just a little. Read the sawdust. Long curls say rip. Fine dust says crosscut. That's the difference. Written by the cut and the tooth form. Done, other side. So now it has to go down here. We face the battlefield and the plane makes it true. The sander's stand-in is simple. A hand plane, tuned and sharp, is all we need. No cord, no dust storm. Just steel set right. Lay the board on the tress. It's cupped and twisted, winded, high at one corner, low at the next. We won't chase shine yet, we chase true. Jack, jointer, smoother, 3 rolls, 1 rhythm. The wood fights back. Grain flips mid-board. Tear out shows like torn cloth. The board chatters under your push. The mouth clogs when shavings stack. This beast is tough here. Okay, then come here, tighten the wedge, clear the throat, back to work. Start with the jack. Skew the plane across the grain. Short strokes to break the ridges. Up, down. Lock the highs, then go diagonal, nose to tail, like raking a field on the bias. The sound evens out when you're level. Check with winding sticks, one at this end, one at the far. Sight the tops. If they're not parallel, we're still in wind. Mark the highs with chalk. Hit only the marks. Now we'll take the long. Bring the jointer. Sole flat, mouth open enough to pass a curl. Work lengthwise, full reach from toe to heel. Long, even shavings tell you the sole is bridging the lows and kissing the highs. Reference edge first, that edge will steer everything else. Then the reference face. Keep the fence side against your body so your stroke stays square. Set the cap iron close. The cap iron, the chip breaker, needs to sit near the edge about 2 to 4/10 of a millimeter, so fibers break before they lift. That close position tames tear out even when the grain turns on you. It works only if both edges are sharp. Hone both. Seat it tight. No gap. Bring the smoother, tight mouth, keen iron, thin cut. Now the plane glides and the surface goes quiet. The sheen comes from cut fibers, not abraded dust. No sandpaper, just steel and wood. Sight along a straight edge, look for daylight. None? Good. Your fingertips feel flat before your eyes confirm it. One clean band of light rolls along the face. No scattered glare, no wash. That's dead flat off the tool. Good. Flat and square. So now it has to go down here, joinery next, and the chisel will lock it for good. Can wood hold for decades without metal? Yes, if the fibers interlock on purpose. We do that now. Knife first. Gauge rides our true faces. Shoulder lines crisp, bright and square. Depths set. No guessing. The adversary now is slop. Strike the mortise. Chisel centered. Mallet up. Down. Straight along the grain. The mortise chisel is a wedge built to leave a waste without bending. We take bites the size of the steel, no more. Halfway down only. Stop. Flip the board. Finish from the other side so the far wall doesn't blow out. Good. Clean the floor with short, vertical presses. Don't polish, just true. Now the tenon. Mark cheeks and shoulders from the same reference face. Keep that face to the fence. Tenon saw ready. Set the plate in the knife wall. One pull to seat. Then cut just proud of the line. Long, steady strokes. Watch both lines near and far. If the saw drifts, pause. Edge it back with a slight angle. Heave ho, finish the cheeks, then the shoulders. A clean shoulder controls the whole joint. Bring a router plane or shoulder plane. Sneak up on final depth. 2 passes, not 10. The router plane rides the surface, so floors go level without hollow. Pare to the knife with a chisel that shaves, not wedges, just a little. Test the walls with a square. If light shows, fix it now, match moisture. Tenon and mortise should be at the same condition so they move together. Long grain glue surfaces carry fatigue, loads well. The fibers share the strain. Add a drawbore if you need a lock without clamps. Bore the mortise first, then bore the tenon a hair closer to the shoulder. The offset drags the joint tight when the pin goes in. Case on the bench, chair rung into a leg, dry fit first. The shoulder touches all around? Good. Pull it apart. Oak pin tapered. Aim. Heave. Ho. Tap it home. No clamp. The shoulder sucks tight and stays. Dry fit again. Feel the entry. The right tenon presses air. The shoulder closes with a whisper. No gaps. No daylight. You feel the seal through the handle. That's the sign. The joint breathes once, then sits. Done, other side. The frame stands, so now it has to go down here. Edges and curves next, and the shave, scraper, and oil will bring it to life. Why does a hand-finished surface feel warm? Because the fibers are cut clean, not rubbed into dust. Steel leaves the pores open. Light sits on the peaks, not slurry. We earn that now. The frame stands, edges are sharp, curves still show saw tracks. We need comfort without dulling the geometry. Okay, then come here, set the bench, brace the work on the tress, mark your safe lines, no guesswork, chamfers first, set a marking gauge and run it twice to score a shelf. That gives you 2 bright rails. Block plane in hand, start on end grain so the arris won't blow. Short strokes to the lines, up, down. Keep the sole flat, skew the plane to make a slicing cut. If the grain flips, reverse, just a little each pass. The bevel grows even on both sides. The gauge marks tell you when to stop. Curves next. Spoke shave ready, iron sharp, mouth tight. Work from the high to the low. Short, linked strokes. Skew the body so the edge slices, not scrapes. When the grain reverses and chatters, lighten your grip, pull instead of push, and come from the other end. The sound goes from hiss to whisper when you're right. Good. Oil now. Wipe on with the grain. Keep up the pace. Turn it slowly. Wipe off before it gels. Wax after the first coat cures. The light tracks the bevel. Your hand glides. No splinters, no fuzz. Hand-planed and scraped surfaces flash one clean band. Sanding leaves a flat haze. That's the signature. Time to call it a day.
No electricity, no shortcuts, just a few sharp allies, a rip and a crosscut, 3 planes, a set of chisels, a marking kit, enough to build real work by hand. We keep the craft alive together. Done, other side. Good, time to call it a day.